video. So we got up in there, man. It was a beautiful venue. Great venue, bro. I got up in there with my boys after a bachelor party. It was crazy. Crazy fun. Now, these are my boys and stuff.
Do you want it?
I have the whites. This is their copy. We could just put it back in that room. Yep, that's their copy. Yep.
Through the GoPro of my fishing. So this is my fishing view.
Never know what goes on anymore. Everybody does.
Yeah,
Everyone does it a little different.
A little bit differently.
So
sometimes they only get the
building
pink
right
copy
there, that's the
to me,
chapel.
and then
I just put it all in the envelope. Just the pink copy.
oh, look
Yep.
at you.
I've done this before.
Oh, I'm not saying you did.
Old enough to get married and you want to check out this shit. I don't know. Turn the voice up a bit.
Perfect.
Turn my voice up a bit.
Paul.
or the video
Jessica.
voice
Nice
up?
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Turn my voice up. I know y'all trying to hear me. Let me stop. So yeah, man, those are my boys. I got a couple of
Wait,
child
other flowers in
my frat bros.
Yeah, she has them.
Video is overpowering mine. Turn the video down. Y'all don't need to hear too much about what's going on, honestly. Alright. So yeah, man. I had we had wedding parties of 6. So I had 6 of my boys, she had 6 of her girls. That's your boy in a tux. You see me out here, man? Like I said, I never watched this video. Yo, this funny because I had given my dad the money. I gave my dad the bread to pay the officiant. I'm like, yo, can you hold on to this real quick? And the officiant was like, you, where the bread at? I had to go find out. I was like, I went to go talk to my dad, like, where's the bread? He checking all his pockets. I'm like, yo, you better have this bread, or else this nigga gonna walk out. He not gonna do the wedding. But he had it, obviously. So, what you're gonna see, everybody's getting ready, everybody's getting situated. Right now, Danielle, she's like hidden in this room that's off to the left that you can't see. She hidden because bride shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's supposed to see her. She supposed to be big ass surprise, coming out crazy, right? If I cry, you gonna have to roast? All right, man. Look, like I said, only thug tears, man. All right. Tell me if you can catch it. Tell me if you catch the thug tears. Oh man, Dolo look like the future what? Dolo look like future long lost brother. Oh my God, y'all not about to roast me, boy. What's up, J Cav? How you doing? If you're just joining us right now, guys, we're doing a wedding recap before the stream.
Any last words?
Wedding anniversary. I mean, not wedding.
You're on camera.
Anniversary. Wedding. Honeymoon. Blase, blase. So that's my mom right there, and my dad right there.
Wasn't going mining.
Y'all seeing my whole family. Listen, don't run up on my family, right? So they going in or whatever. Everybody's getting ready. Everybody's chilling out. What are we waiting for right now?
You're gonna stand right here next to me.
I think we about to walk out right now, honestly.
You're
getting the last guests in. They're trying to say, okay, you get in there and sit down. Then they're gonna hold off from all the guests. And then they're gonna then we're gonna walk in. Who was the best man? The best man was my childhood friend. Basically grew up with the dude. Always at his house. You know how you got that boy, he's always at his house, you know what I'm saying? Always with his family. Funny, dog. Yeah, man, bro. His dad was a big influence on my life. You know what I mean? We did things that was crazy. You should have heard his speech, bro. Like, we lived through some crazy shit. So those are the type of people you want to make your best man. Somebody who you've been through some crazy shit. You know what I mean? All right. So yeah. See this nigga dancing, bro? He's a fool. I don't know why I picked him again, honestly. I mean, I could have picked my other boy, but they both fools, honestly. Oh man. Alright, look. So it's about to go down. They double checking. Y'all see right here, it's really about to go down. What up, Shinies? What's good with you, boy? How you gonna have a wedding without your model? I should have had you just in the back. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. I should have had you in the back. Yo, listen, y'all are basic. This is the wedding. Like, my wedding was not long. Like, the ceremony was not long. Like, this is literally the wedding right here. We recapping it right here. I'll post it on YouTube or some shit so that if anybody wants to watch it later. But listen, okay, so everybody here, man, look, I'm walking down. Yo, thanks, Shinies. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Walking down, me and the homie, we coming through. That's me, bro. I'm fly as hell. I am fly as hell. We the definition of an Oreo. Hey, that interracial love, man. Interracial love, man. Love sees no color, alright? Alright, people start walking down. You know, the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, they start walking down. That's my sister that just came down on the right. Friends of hers. Girlfriends of hers. Light-skinned baby incoming. You already know, man. You already know. Oh, man, that shit's funny, bro. It's funny, man. Yeah, everybody coming down. Watch. We're gonna have a little mini, like, we're gonna have a little mini bride and groom, like 2 mini bride and grooms, like, flower girls, and then, like, they so fucking cute, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. They was coming down the aisle, bro. It was too cute. All these motherfucking little ass kids, man. All these little ass kids. Oh, man. That was a junior bridesmaid. So now we got these little ass kids coming through, man. Bro, I might have to blow this shit up a little bit, man. Fuck this box right here. Hold up. Hey, so fly, like, so he the ring bearer and she's a flower girl. They walking together. Look at how fucking little ass kid, but he's so fucking cute. Alright, it's crazy. And now you got a little mini bride and groom. That was my fly guy right there, bro. That was my junior that day. That was my junior that day. Look at him. Fly as hell. But now. See, look, this one the brother broke down and shit. Alright, listen, they tested me. Okay, they tested my gangster. They held this shit, right? They changed the music on a brother, and then they opened them doors. I'm telling you, bro. When you get married, you gonna see it. You gonna be like, bro, I'm a real nigga. And then they gonna open them fucking doors. Just watch. Mind you, remember, you ain't seen her all day. Night before was the last time you seen her, man. Maybe a little bit early, a little dip off. All day. You been thinking about, you know what I'm saying, what she gonna look like. What she gonna come down looking like, you know what I'm saying. How she gonna feel like when she come down, you know what I'm saying. And then she come down with her dad and shit. Bam, everybody stands up. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You just see her. And the first thing that hits you in your mind when she coming down like this, you like, bro, that's your wife, bro.
Her mother and me.
That's my wife. You feel me? So she come up here, man. We come up here, man. Now listen, if you look real closely, you might catch a real nigga tear. A real thug tear might come down my face, but I was strong about it. Watch the blinks. See, this what when the tears want to come down, you gotta start blinking. You guys suck that shit back up. You'll be like, get your ass back up in my face, bro. You can't be playing like that. You be trying to hold that shit in. She was crying. you gotta keep that shit in. It's hard though. It's hard. Let me tell you, it's hard. Yeah, it's real magical.
I'm ask everyone to please be seated.
Y'all just holding hands and shit. Right, because she right in front of you crying. So she looking you in the eye, you looking her in the eye, she crying.
If we're going to be outside, but God bless air conditioning.
Beautiful, bro. This shit, all this shit is fucking beautiful. That's all you thinking.
Doesn't get better than this. We have two great, beautiful individuals here in front of us, Danielle and Anthony. Anthony and Danielle kind of just sounds right.
Then you go through your nuptials.
We're going to enjoy each other's company.
Let me see.
And most importantly, we're going to get these two married. Danielle and Anthony, today we're privileged and honored to have your friends and family here to witness on this wonderful and joyous occasion. It is not only a union of the two of you, but also a coming together of both sides of the family. This marriage that we make today is probably one of the most intimate and challenging adventures that two human beings can ever embark upon. It's the one thing, outside of all the politics and craziness in this world, that unifies everyone, this thing called love. And we see this love with Anthony and Danielle here today. So Anthony, Danielle, today, this moment, right now, take it all in. This is one of the happiest days of your lives.
If you're not, like, if you've never
marriage
been to a wedding,
is a continued promise to be kind
this is
and understanding,
right here, you know what I'm saying?
thoughtful,
like you can
considerate,
tell all your peoples, you've seen
and
a
to
wedding
share
before.
in your
And
journey
maybe
together
you've been there
now as one.
but this is a short.
So I have two simple, important questions for you. You can say yes, we have, we will. Absolutely no no's. Have both of you come here freely without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage.
50 bands? Nah, not 50 bands.
Will you love
Not 50 bands.
and honor each
That's
other
beautiful though,
as
right?
husband and wife for as long
Should've
as
seen
you
the
both shall live?
reception area. I don't think he got any video of that because he had to be out. You know what I'm saying?
So if you notice, the
Not
first
50
thing they
bands.
did when Danielle got out here, they grabbed for each other's hands. I try to keep them separate, especially for what we call a hand ceremony, but it even has more significance and meaning that that was the first thing that they did with each
I
other.
can't even hear the volume.
So Anthony and Danielle, these hands that you are holding here are young, strong, and full of love. These hands will work alongside yours to build your future together. These hands will passionately love you, cherish you, today, tomorrow, and forever. These hands, with the slightest touch, will wipe the tears of sorrow, tears of joy from your face. These hands will help you and encourage you to chase down your dreams. These hands will hold you tight as you struggle through difficult times. And lastly, these hands, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching out for yours, just like you're doing on your wedding day. So at this time, I'm going to make it a little more real and ask the best man to present the rings. Just open it up for me. Just open it for me. Thank you. So their rings that we have here, never-ending circles representing their never-ending bond. Rings are also made of precious metal to represent your precious relationship. Anthony and Danielle, as often as you look upon these rings throughout your lives together, may you be reminded of these vows that you're about to take. Anthony, you're going to go first. I'm going to ask you to place this ring on Danielle's finger and acknowledge your intent for her. Do you take this woman to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
we getting
in sickness
married
and in
right
health,
now.
till death do you part?
I did. This is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
It's your turn. I'm going to ask you to place this ring on Anthony's finger and acknowledge your intent for him. Do you take this man to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part?
I do.
Perfect. And the ring's already on. Look at that.
What's going on, man?
So by their free choice, they have now made a marriage. No matter what the demands of their lives continue to be, their meaning is now known through each other. Before coming out here, Anthony and Danielle, they have promised to maintain the same passion, the sensitivity, the spontaneity, the reason for why they found each other and have fallen in love. They have promised to maintain their home as an open refuge for family and friends to continue to join them. And lastly, they have promised to hold on to the little moments in life and to let go of the rest that sometimes holds us back as partners or husband and wives. So Anthony, Danielle, before your friends, family, you have openly declared your wishes, exchanged your rings, pledged your vows, and it's with the greatest privilege and honor I pronounce you husband and wife. Anthony, she's all yours.
Dang. It's the kids, baby. It's the kids. We about to run up out that bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony and Danielle. Oh, thank you, sir.
I want to say a few words.
Sure.
I always did it with my daughter. Now this is my granddaughter. You inside
I
the
did not
house?
know her grandfather.
Oh, yeah, you can just talk to the maitre d'. She'll coordinate it. The lady at the end, she'll coordinate everything for you.
That's the quickest wedding you ever saw, right? Because it was a
Come on, guys, follow me. Follow me. Come on.
non-religious wedding. So me and her both, like, my voice is extremely low. That's crazy. So me and her both, we're not very religious like people. So basically, what we wanted to do was just have a wedding that, you know, short to the point, you know, something that said, we here to do what we here to do, man. We here to be together forever. All right, nothing crazy, nothing too fancy, not too many words, straight to the point. All right, little hand ceremony in there. I don't know if you caught that, but it was really good, man. It was really good. It was really good. Thanks, Dank. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Now, if you see the reel up here, man, you see there's pictures showing when we were in Costa Rica. I should give y'all a quick play-by-play of when we were in Costa Rica, and then I'll post it all on YouTube. So if anybody wants to go back and watch, so we fly in. Traveling sucks, but we fly in, right? And it is just is a madhouse when we get there. A madhouse, literally. Literally, we get there and you leave the airport. I fucked up, right? I didn't set up transportation, right? So I didn't set up transportation from the airport to the lodge that we were staying at. So essentially we get there and you walk out of the airport and there's like 100 motherfuckers talking about taxi, head ass boys, all just like a mass mob of them, right? So when we get there, right, she's tripping. She's like, what do you mean you didn't set up the transportation? Like, what's going on? How are we gonna get there? I'm like, we gotta take a taxi. Like, there's no other way. People coming up, they like Uber $20. I'm like, bitch, you are not an Uber. I know that you are not an Uber. So they coming up to us acting crazy, bro. And then and then I just go past them. I got a taxi from like the airport. So kind of reliable taxi. We didn't know whether we were gonna get kidnapped or not. So so we go up, and where we're staying at, because Costa Rica, you know, is very mountainous, is a lodge at about 5,000, you know, feet in the air. And you have to go up the mountain basically. So it's like through the rainforest, up the mountain, blah, blah, blah. Our taxi driver took the worst road there. The most bumpiest, curviest, I don't fucking know how you want to say it, but it was the roughest way you could have went. So we go up, you know, mind you, we're going up that shit. There's all these dogs running outside, but they fucking cute as hell. I'm like, oh shit, these fucking dogs are cute as hell. And then we stop. Right? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, so he turned to me, right? Mind you, the whole time I'm on my GPS while he on his GPS, make sure he not taking no wild turns, right? So he stops, right? And then he's like, yeah, you don't speak no Spanish? I said, nah, bruh. I know a little bit of Spanish, but I just tell everybody no, so that way, like, they speak to me in English. Hey, 5 months, baby. 5 months. I appreciate you. We're gonna talk more about all the subs and stuff later. So, I'm like, bro, like, what's going on? He said, and see, the car is too hot. I'm not gonna make it up the rest of this mountain. I'm not gonna make it up the rest of this mountain is what he said, right? So we like, bruh, what? So then he said, I'm gonna bring one of my friends. He's gonna pick you up, take you the rest of the way up the mountain. So at this point, I thought we was about to, we was gonna get kidnapped. I was gonna be on some Lost Abroad type shit. We were gonna be on TV later in a documentary. They were gonna find us in the fucking rainforest and shit. Just the bones though, cause jaguars and all types of shit was about to fuck us up. Right? So, so he said, so we not gonna make it up the mountain. I said, fuck, bruh. Damn. But long story short, we did not get kidnapped. Somebody did come get us. We kind of split the taxi money, bro. I was like, fuck. But we made it. Made it to the lodge. And this lodge was beautiful, bro. Beautiful lodge. And everything was included, man. If you can look in the pictures, there was like wildlife reserve, so we got to see, we got to see jaguars, birds, hummingbirds, motherfucking fish. It was crazy, man. First day we did all the animal shit, man. She got to see a sloth. I don't know why women love sloths so much. Why they like sloths so much? But she was gassed up because we got there and it was really like low activity in the resort. So we got to do a lot of things that people don't usually get to do. So they took us in. We got to feed the sloths. We got to do all that stuff, and then we got to hold toucans, feed the jaguars, and just the cats and shit, and then we just took that shit and ran. We went to watch all the waterfalls. They have like trails and stuff like that out there that we did. And we got to see all the waterfalls, a lot of wildlife, man. And the biggest thing that I noticed out there, think about it like this: you're in a rainforest, so there's a lot of wildlife, a lot of bugs, a lot of insects, a lot of creatures that are just coming out, and they all over you and shit. Hey, baseball with the 5 months, bro. We're gonna get back to that later. So the one thing that they do there, or that I never saw anybody do that, I never saw anybody swat at anything there. You got things flying around you, all types of, you thinking you about to get bit the fuck up, right? Nobody swats anything there, bro. I'm like, yo, you got a fly the size of Texas on your arm. My boy was like, oh man, all right, put that shit down, right? Motherfucking bug flew in. We trying to eat and shit. My nigga said, oh, grab that shit. He said, let me put it outside. I'm like, these motherfuckers preserve nature so well out here. It's crazy. Because let one of them motherfuckers says, come on, boy. I said, we're gonna let that be. I'm a changed man now. I saw a spider when I came home. Put that bitch outside. You know what I'm saying? We different now. So it was just wild. It was a different environment, different people, but we got to see a lot of animals. All right, I'm gonna keep it short for y'all. We got to see a lot of animals. Everything was great at the lodge. Everything was good. It was well put together. we ended up getting a private driver because the lodge provided us the ability to get a private driver to go to the city, to go to the beach, to go to a coffee plantation, to do different, like, you know, tours and everything like that. So that was dope, man. That was dope. I was in Costa Rica, and it was one of the dopest places. Like, I've been to Panama, Mexico, things like that. Like, it was really dope because everybody was so nice. So on top of that, now the next day, we decided to go on the trails. You know, we milked some cows and shit. They had little casitas and shit. Yo, we spent way too much bread on the resort. First thing, you go abroad, go to a Spanish country, whatever the case may be. If you're staying at a resort or a hotel, leave that shit for your food. Because the worst thing about the food is it's not authentic. Right? It's shit there to please Americans, Europeans, etc. People that come in like tourists and shit who are not used to trying authentic food. If you want authentic food, all you gotta do is step right off of that shit. Step right off of that shit and go right to the nearest soda is what they call them. And everything was great, bro. Literally, I ate gallo pinto and motherfucking casados con filet all week after I figured that shit out. And spent 90% less money. So that shit was great. What else? So then, we went to the coffee plantation first. That was cool. Coffee, blah blah blah. Went to the city. After that, the city was beautiful. The city, bro, you step in the city, bro, you're basically in New York, bro. All these motherfucking pigeons was going around. I had a video on my Snap of these pigeons, man. It was like, bro, it was funny as hell, bro. It was funny as hell. But out there, in New York, they like, bro, get the fuck out of my way. Or they just move in between everybody. Here, they on everybody's head and shit. Niggas is feeding them out the palm of their hands. They love everything that lives out there. I'm trying to tell you. So we did that. We went to the beach. The beach was beautiful, bro. We went to Jaco, and that beach was pretty good. It was very rocky. But then my boy, the guide that we had, the private driver that we had so many connections that he made everything better. Like, he knew where to eat, knew where to go, knew everybody where we went. So he took us to a private beach, right? He took us to a private beach, and from there, you know, we went to a white sand beach. Fucking beautiful, dog. Beautiful. You know, you can see the fish in the water. You see the seagulls, the macaws in the air. They're flying around. It was fucking beautiful. We went swimming there. That's where a lot of the pictures are here. Oh, we went ziplining too. Ziplining and whitewater rafting. That shit was dope as hell too. Ziplining, one of the scariest things I did, man. We went off the first zip line, which was basically from the forest. Boom. First zip line, I was like, all right, this is cool. When I got to the fucking platform, I was shook. Because I was literally motherfucking Tarzan. The platform is like built around a tree. And it's just big enough for maybe 4 people. We had 6 people on that bitch. I was like, what the fuck, bruh? I'm looking down. I'm looking across. Ain't no going back now. Once you zipline past that first shit, you gotta keep going to get down, because there ain't no way down. So we up in this motherfucking tree. I'm shook. I go on the shit. Nigga said, yo, let go of both your hands. I'ma videotape you. I said, bruh, don't drop my motherfucking phone. He said, all right, man, relax. He said, no, don't worry. We on the shit. I said, okay. I said, hey, we on video and shit. Hey, he said, let your hand go. I said, bet. I was like, hey. He said, both hands. I said, both hands? He said, both hands. I said, both hands? Okay. All right, that's enough. Bruh, I was like, yo. I was shook. All right, but I let both hands go, man. We was living out there, bro. Living. The last one was across a river, man. It was beautiful, man. And then we got back, we went whitewater rafting. In the middle of it, we kind of pulled off to the side, and then we just jumped in the river off like this cliff. And I'm like, bruh, this shit is crazy. I would never do this shit. We'd never do this shit. And then, but we did. We did. And then they said, you know, oh, they're not here, but down the way there's crocodiles and all types of animals. Later on, you know, we went to a spot where you could see them. You could see crocodiles. You could see otters. I got a picture of an otter. Monkeys. There was a monkey on the beach. I was like, bruh, there's a monkey on the fucking beach, dog. I'm like, there's a monkey on the beach, dog. I didn't go to the beaches just to stand in the water, but I jumped into a river, so ain't no, oh, I was scared to get my dreads with it, nothing like that. I jumped into a river, nigga. Who does that, bruh? And I went first. Bro, it was me, everybody else that was in our raft, and my girl was like, so you gonna go first? I said, man, listen. We stop. But that ass though, I jumped in that shit, and I never do that shit, bro. I never do that shit. So then, that was just great, man. It was great, and honestly, I think that it was one of the best trips I've ever taken. Honestly, it wasn't all inclusive, but it was great, bro. It was great, and from there, I didn't want to come back. I just saw all the shit that was happening when we came, you know, upon return, and I was like, I just want to stay out here, but they don't have no army. Everybody's nice. I'm sure there's bad parts of Costa Rica, obviously. You know, there's pockets of people, there's places that you don't go at night and things like that, but for the most part, everybody's just out there chilling, bro. They're just chilling. Literally chilling. Like, and it was a great place to be, but that's pretty much it. I mean, it was a great trip. Had a lot of fun. Lived like kings and queens. And we just lived it up. Now we're back.